Hi everybody, this is Becky, also known as Bookie Rooney, and this is my last entry into Mslullysworld's challenge. And I just want to thank you, Lucia, for doing this challenge. It's really helped me to think about all the opportunities that I have to shift negative thoughts to positive. It's not always easy, but you've made me more aware of it, and I want to thank you for that. I also want to thank you for sharing your story yesterday about the things that you had been through. I know that it's really tough to go through that, and I have gone through similar experiences, and I continue to challenge with some of those similar experiences. What mainly comes to mind when I was watching your video last night was how a relationship can affect your self-esteem so much because you get so entwined with your partner that it's so easy to put their needs first, and it makes it really hard for you to concentrate on yourself. And in the current relationship that I'm in, that's been a real struggle for me. I can tell you that being so crazy in love with my husband, sometimes it's hard when we have an argument, and I find that our arguments, we have some problems with communication. Um, I am the type that is a problem solver, and I want to talk things through, and I want to make things work. And when he gets angry, he completely shuts me out and has a lot of anger and can walk away from me or leave or go to sleep with ease. And that's just his way of dealing with it. It's clashing with the way I deal with it because I am the type of person that wants to solve things right away, and I want to make up with people I love. I don't want to hurt them. So what that did to me was really batter my self-esteem and how I felt about myself. Every time that he does that or has done that, it makes me feel like he doesn't care and that he doesn't want to work it out and that our relationship isn't a priority to him. That's just how I perceive it. And so those perceptions make my self-esteem go way down. And I've had to fight my way back from that. And one of our last hardest arguments is when I made a big turnaround in my life, and I told myself that I didn't have lap band surgery and lose 80 pounds and change my life and leave an unhappy marriage, move out of my house, fight my way back to my house, got out and worked again when I had been able to stay home, and did a lot of things that I didn't think I was capable of doing, and I proved to myself what a strong woman that I am. But when it came to these arguments, I felt weak, insecure. It's been so hard on my self-esteem that, I don't know, it was a couple months ago when the fight escalated so bad that I told myself I have got to pull myself back up and I have got to take care of me. And I know what works for me. What worked for me, what got me out of the despair that I was in my last marriage, was getting back on YouTube, feeling like I have a support system, feeling like I have friends, exercising, taking care of myself, losing weight, because I never did get where I wanted to get weight-wise. All of those things were things that I could do to take care of myself. So I totally have turned that around in the last couple of months. I'm losing weight again. I feel better. I feel like I have people that I can talk to on these videos, people that support me and understand what it's like to have the kind of insecurities that a person has that used to be obese, that used to be in an unhappy marriage, that self-esteem was so low, that to be able to pull yourself up from that despair and make some real life changes is a huge accomplishment. And so recently, that's the biggest thing that I have done, to turn around the negative from the positive. And my ultimate goal is to be able to stand on my own 2 feet and say, I am worth loving. I am worth living with or without someone in my life. I hope our marriage works, but the way that we communicate, it really concerns me. We get along on a regular basis, on a daily basis, things are great. But when there's a conflict, it's a completely different story. And I think in a marriage, you really have to be able to work through conflicts without damaging the relationship, without hurting each other deeply. And when that keeps happening over and over again, it makes it very hard to feel really hopeful. So that's what I've been going through, and I'm very proud of myself that I keep picking myself back up, and I keep finding a reason to take care of myself and finding a reason to continue to believe that I will be okay no matter what, and that I have to love myself, and I have to take care of myself, and that should come first. And whatever life has to hold for me in my future, whatever that is, I want to be able to be strong enough to say I can handle it. Whatever it is, like Lucia, like you said, the things that we go through, even if they're painful, even if they're hard, they happen for a reason. And I have to say that all the hard things I've been through in my life, I have learned some very valuable things. And it is true that things like that do build character. They definitely do. And I know I have a great character, and I know that I'm a great person, and I know that I have a lot left to do in my life that makes me happy, and I intend on doing that. And I also, when you said yesterday that God did not send us here to suffer, it was nice to hear that, because I used to believe the opposite. I believe that for the most part, we are here to struggle. And because of those struggles, we learn so much. We learn so much about life. If we didn't have struggles, what would life be? I don't want to go through struggles, but when I do, is when I learn the most. But you're right, I don't feel like he wants us to suffer. He wants us to be happy. He just wants us to find that happiness, to get through those struggles and make it happy. Make ourselves happy. Figure out what it is that makes us happy. And, I think that we are mainly here on this earth to love one another and to show love. And if you're in a situation where you're not feeling that love and you're not feeling, like you're as happy as you could be, then you need to change it. And I'm not going to waste any more time in my life being unhappy. I want to have a peaceful, happy life. However it is, whatever it takes, that's what I want to do. So I guess that's all I have for today. Thank you, Lucia, for this wonderful challenge. I will keep watching your videos because you continue to inspire me. And I will see you guys again. I will be making my update video on Monday, and I'll see you all then. Bye.